Welcome back to Vinny's Aquatics. Thank you for joining me. We're going to tackle the subject, the catfish keep your fish tank clean. But before the catfish, let's check out the elusive dogfish. Look at him in his natural habitat. The dogfish. So, have you ever been somewhere like in a crowded store or something, and you overhear somebody say something out of the corner of your ear, and you're like, what? What did this person just say? And it kind of stumps you for the whole day? Well, that happened to me the other day when I was at a Petco or PetSmart. Either one of them, they're pretty much the same to me. So I overhear somebody, they're like, I need something to help me clean my fish tank. And the salesperson there goes, listen, why don't you get some catfish? They'll help you clean your fish tank. And I said to myself, what? What did he just say? Do catfish really help you clean your fish tank? Well, let's get into that. So, why did the catfish have trouble sleeping? The bass next door was too loud.
Do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell. Thank you.
So, after overhearing this, I gotta ask, do catfish help you clean your fish tank? I mean, yeah, right. Like, the same way my dog helps me clean my house. I mean, yeah, he'll eat the good stuff when I drop it on the floor. And sometimes he'll just take it right off the plate when I'm distracted doing a video. But he sure doesn't clean the house up. I don't come home and see Buster with a vacuum or, doing the dishes or anything. And same thing for your catfish. Let's ask the puppy what he thinks. Now, here's the thing about catfish. They're not true scavengers. They're like scavenger predators. And it's their dual nature. It's been confusing fishermen for hundreds of years now. Alright, so let me just say it. Catfish don't help you keep your tank clean. And they're not true scavengers. They need their own food, and often a very specific variety of food. Now, a similar thing I hear all the time is that catfish is going to take care of your algae problems so that you never need to wipe the glass. Look, I want to meet that catfish, right? You got his number? You can give me that number. So I want to meet that catfish. I got a couple catfish myself. They just refuse to use the litter box. Now, a lot of times the victims are the catfish. They're overlooked. We're letting them scavenge off of the food left over from the other fish when sometimes they need their own food, their own specific type of food. So they are actually the victims in this. Now, another thing I want to set straight. Look, just stop it, okay? Fish do not eat feces, okay? They do not eat detritus. Just stop it. Now, I'm reading an article, The Truth About Poop, What Fish Eat. Yes, The Truth About Poop, What Fish Eat by Fishwise. Okay, you can look it up on the net. It says, what fish eat poop? It says right here, as far as we are aware, there are no freshwater fish, I repeat, there are no freshwater fish that have poop as a necessary part of their diet. Now, some fish, such as cories and placos, are said to eat poop. But even if they did, they still require feeding just as any other fish would. Although it might depend on what fish processed it, the products left in the poop are mostly waste, meaning there isn't much left that's useful to the fish that decides to nibble on it. Now, some people say, but won't their poop eating help my tank health? Really? You're gonna say that? Okay, yeah. It might sound like a cool idea to some people, but unfortunately, it isn't gonna do a whole lot for your water quality. Even if the fish does eat poop, it still requires a sufficient high-quality diet. This, mixed with the waste being a natural part of any living being, the fish eating the poop, it's still gonna poop, people. It's still gonna poop. Only they're gonna add to the amount of poop in the tank, as they're extra fish that still need to be fed. So these people that tell you that this fish is going to come in and clean your tank like a maid, they're out of their minds. And not only that, most of the nitrogenous wastes, one more time, nitrogenous waste, wow, I ruined that the first time, such as ammonia, are actually excreted via the gills, not the excrement. While it's still important to remove physical waste, such as poop from the tank, when possible, ammonia production is still going to happen, regardless of how much poop is produced, and yes, even eaten. So stop thinking your fish are going to eat poop, all right? Stop being lazy, do your water changes, and just get it out of the tank. That's what you need to do, okay? And if one of these yo-yos at one of these stores tells you this thing is going to just clean your tank, just walk away from them. Just don't say anything. He might be dangerous. Just walk away from this person because they don't know what they're talking about. Another thing I've heard these people say, these wonderful people, is that I've seen people go in the store, they say they have algae problems. And the first thing these people are going to recommend is getting some catfish. Like, say I heard somebody recommend a Cory catfish. And again, I sat there going, what? But I kept my mouth shut. And I guess the customer was wondering, is this actually going to help? Or is it going to do anything? Listen, Cory catfish, do they eat algae? No, they don't eat algae, right? While they may eat an algae vapor occasionally, don't expect them to come in and just be an algae cleaning crew and just take a scrub brush to your tank walls and your aquarium decorations. It's just not going to happen. There's too much bad information out there. Do your research first. There's plenty of better options than a catfish to clean your tank. And when we do have catfish, let's remember they're not just scavengers. They need a well-balanced diet that are good for catfish, like sinking pellets, flake foods, brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, bloodworms, live or frozen. The preferences, they vary by the species, but we can't just think of them as scavengers and they're going to be like raccoons and just eat out of the dumpster. All right, we have to think about their health too. My thoughts? Catfish are great fish. They're just not tank cleaners. Just stop it. So I was wondering, where do catfish sleep? I found out, in a waterbed. Did you hear what the catfish said after he posted bail? He said, I'm off the hook. I'm off the hook. All right, one more for you. So, back when I was married, I went fishing with my buddies, and I had an awful day fishing. I was sitting on the lake all day without a single bite. So on my way home, I figured, hey, let me stop at the supermarket, and I ordered 4 catfish. So I told the guy behind the counter, I said, pick out the 4 largest catfish you have and throw them at me. Please, just throw them at me. He's like, okay, well, why do you want me to throw them at you? And I go, well, because I want to tell my wife I caught them. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So that's what I think about catfish being tank cleaners. I'm not buying it. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be announcing a giveaway for my 1,000 subscriber milestone. I'll put that up in one of my new community tab. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a fun time. And I'll see you next time on Vinny's Aquatics. Woo!